Skyrim to end the season Xbox 360 player.
Alright. Well, first I'm going to show you guys a video. It's of
Jamie.
Peter Hollins and Lindsay Sterling. I'm going to marry Lindsay Sterling one day, so I should show you this video. It's them doing the Skyrim theme, and I love And they're both wearing like armor that's in the game, so like they did this pretty well. You should check Lindsay Sterling out. She's actually really good at the violin, and she plays some pretty sick music. The words to the song is actually like the language that you learn in the game to like use like different kind of shouts or like powers that like help you with different things. It's pretty sweet. Singing, like he's a very talented singer. That's an actual like viewpoint of the game. If you have the first person view. That's actually a magic spell you can use. Fireball. Cheese is what it's like. Now that you're all really pumped up about that. That's okay.
Our license or anything? Thank you. Oh. Peter?
Alright, my presentation obviously is about Skyrim. It's literally an epic game because epic means like greater, like much more, like much bigger than like usual. And it is a huge game. In Skyrim, when you begin your adventure, you're able to choose a race. Different races have different abilities that allow you to do different things and make your character more unique. I have the races in alphabetical order. The first is the Almer or High Elf. They're very skilled at using magic powers. That's basically their best quality. The Argonian is mostly for defensive. Like he's very resistant to diseases and poisons. The Breton is like another class that's very magic oriented. The Bosmer or Wood Elf is very good with the bow. They're also pretty good at sneaking around. The Dunmer or Dark Elf is very good with magic and sneaking. The Imperial is good with magic and combat skills. The Khajiit is good, but he's solely good at sneaking. He's like a cat person, and he has claws if you want to use hand-to-hand combat. The Nord is, very resistant to cold, and he's very good at warrior skills. The Orc is another one who's just very like combat-oriented and good with warrior skills. And the Red Guard is resistant to poison, and she's also a good combat, or him, because you can choose whether you're a male or a female. Skyrim has one of the biggest maps in a video game I've ever seen. It would probably take you at least, like, it would take you hours and hours if you were to just sit and like walk across the whole map in game. There's like many places to explore, like caves, towns, forts, to like do battle, find treasure, and just to keep the game interesting, even if you're not doing like the main storyline. It's also very detailed. It's not just the same thing over and over again. There's mountains, waterfalls, I don't know, just different types of things. You can find like little like areas where people like farms, and people will be there, and you can talk to them, do work for them. The combat in the game, there are many different styles of combat. There's one-handed weapons, which are like swords, axes, and like daggers and stuff that you can use. They're quicker, but they're less powerful. Then there's two-handed weapons. Oh, and you can use a shield when you have a one-handed weapon. So two-handed weapons, they're more powerful, they're slower though, and you can only block with the two-handed weapon, so you're more susceptible to damage if you're in combat. There's bows, which is very useful if you're sneaky, because you could sneak up on somebody and put a bunch of arrows into them before they even know you're there. If you're really crazy and want to go for it, you can use your fists. That's not recommended because it does little damage, and you're very susceptible to damage. And then there's the magic. There's destruction, which is just like attack, illusion, which makes people do things like stop fighting or run away. There's alteration, which you can like make other things, like you can make like weapons or stuff like that. And there's conjuration, which you can like make like things fight for you. And there's restoration, which you can heal yourself in combat. Leveling, when you gain enough experience in different skills you have, like say you use the bow a lot, you gain skills in archery, and once you gain enough, you can level up, and then you can add perks to different skills, which is basically like making you more like powerful in that skill set, and you have like better abilities, so you can make your character more unique. The main quest takes at least 30 hours to complete, maybe more if you dawdle and don't just focus entirely on the main quest. And then there's about double the hours can be spent on side quests. The game is just full of different things to do, and it's never boring because the NPCs in the game, the not player control people, will always have something for you to do, even if it's just random simple tasks. And the quests make the game like a movie because like you have interactions with people, and then like different people can do different things, like deceive you or tell you I don't know, like where to find something, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Closing statement. The little things in the game are even fun, so that's why the game as a whole is very fun, because you can, like, even if you're just walking through the countryside, you can probably find something fun to do. And the story is extremely gripping, and it's probably the most exciting game I've ever played, like, completely, just everything about it. And remember, this is just an informative speech, it isn't a persuasive speech. I'm not trying to get you to play the game, I'm just telling you about how awesome I think it is, and how it's a great game. If you have any questions, here you go.
What is the gamer's name?
Big Frankie J, BIGFRANKIEJ.
Watch out.
Alright, anyone else have a question? Okay.